Well, as you probably can tell, well, hey guys, what's up? We're gonna be going back to another video, or gonna be talking about, well, the secret new character Wedge, the rotation in the theater. In upcoming 9 days, or probably 8 days already, we're gonna be having a new set of, things to do in theater, the immersive theater. I just really probably don't, do know. I just probably hate the, whatever probably typing the name theater and theater. I'm just probably just making the English version of it. So, not to mention, we have a new, very new news about the secret letter rotations. So we're probably going first in the event. So, in this event right here, we have a new characters, or probably we already know that this character right here is named Kezhou, and he will be on the next theater after Fushu, because Fushu is probably going to be going through the, the enclosure boss, which is where Rhythm will get probably kicked out. And yeah, go to the shop. So, rejoice, Rhythm users.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
And probably AFK users. And because this is probably going to be a very big deal, especially if you're going to AFK, because, pop E, you're good, right? Or just pop ultimate, you're probably be good already. Because, yeah, you're gonna be having fun farming exploration for so long. Especially, not to mention, once you reach level 65 already, or trial level 65, you're probably gonna get 100 secret letters in just 8 minutes. Yeah. Speaking of, so, of course, the weapon part here is probably the signature weapon of Fushu, which is the Halcyon Graceful. I don't really know the name. It will be replaced the Exile Thunder Realm, which is probably also in the enclosure. And we also have the Dove of Tomorrow, which is going to replace the Vernal Jade Halberd. Whatever it is, well, all of these three are so good. And not to mention the Jade Halberd itself is gonna be one of the, if not the greatest replacement, especially if you're going to run Escort, because what you gotta do with Escort? Are you really going to farm or kill mobs there? Definitely you're not gonna do that. You're pretty much going to do is to get to the, to the place as fast as you can, and pretty much with the piercing accent is gonna be so good. Pretty much it though. So the immersive theater right here is probably going to be the, well, as expected, Hydrolumino. Because, of course, Kezhou is basically a Lumino. And, of course, here we are. So, in the set of the buffs and debuffs, we have here is, of course, we already know the 400% if you have the right, elements. And if you don't use those two elements, besides Hydro and Lumino, your damage is gonna be reduced in half, which is probably going to make your time there, or probably you're gonna have a very hard time doing higher level acts in theater. And probably you're not gonna have fun, of course. But of course, rejoice, of course, Lumino. Not to mention, we have Lady Nightfall users, and especially if you have 4 Scorches, yeah, it's probably going to one-shot a lot of enemies. Not to mention, she is a burst type. Plus, she also converts skill range into, well, skill damage, or skill intensity, as you may say, because, not to mention, we already have the Emblem of Fluorescence, right, in the shop already. So, yeah, she's probably going to be very much maxed out if you have every single one of the things that you need. And the second one here is the Allegro Agaro, or basically the Giant's Hunt. So anything above 100 or 100% HP, or no, anything above 80% of your HP, or any ally, or when an ally is above 80%, I'm not sure if also considers as the character, their skill intensity increases by 100%, and they will pretty much become immune to crowd controls, pretty much. And of course, the hero's resolve is after using a melee attack, allies gains 10% weapon damage for 10 seconds. So in this case, the Endless Trial right here, the enemies take 60% reduced damage, and yeah, every time you probably deal them some damage, they will always reduce their damage reduction. So yeah. So if you have a fast weapon stacks, I think this will help. So it doesn't really matter at all. And pretty much the Fatal Alchemist, which is allies lose 100% coordinated damage and gains 50% periodic damage. So, not to mention Lady Knife's pretty much gonna be right here. And if you pretty much have a 10 Scorches, well, yeah, she's gonna be dealing quite a lot of damage. And not to mention, she's quite a bit broken, to be fair. And she pretty much is a very, very powerful burst type of damage. And yeah. And for those who are Hydro and Rebecca mains right here, you're going to be also gonna be having fun as well. And especially, not to mention that Rebecca is pretty much based on summons, and any sort of like a Hydro user will probably benefit a lot. And not to mention, we already have Fushu as well. So if you have a Rebecca user, you're gonna need Fushu quite a lot often. Because the reason why I'm saying this is because she's a very, very sanity hungry character, pretty much. And that's basically it. For what I probably understand is just that, yeah. By the way, the thumbnail is probably just a joke, so yeah. I'm probably going to use it on other as well. Other options. And yeah, say goodbye to Animo. Imagine still if Animo just so happens to be the 4th time. Man, people are gonna lose it again. But of course, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.